In international politics or world relation, economic powers plays a very important role. And what can be the greater power than to have your own currency as the de facto reserve currency of the world? This power was enjoyed by Franks, and later on, UK pound took over this state same power for a very long period. But after First World War, when Britain suffered, they had to change the link between their pound and gold, because US UK pound uh, was pegged to dollar, sorry, gold. But after the First World War losses, they have to, separate them, and they printed more money. On the other hand, US worked very strategically during the Second World War also, and they made payments to their allies and even at times to their enemies by you using dollar as a currency, and which after the Second World War, when Bretton Woods conference happened, really helped them to push the agenda of having dollar as the world de facto currency, which will be pegged to gold again. But in 1971, when after the Vietnam War was going and US was running in debt, then government needed to print money. So they also decided, Nixon decided to separate that US dollar, and gold was depegged again. Now gold was separate, and US money was being printed by the central bank without having any kind of pegging with the gold. So many other countries felt a little insecure, but still after that, a floating exchange rate type of system came up. But de facto thing was that all the major currencies of the world became fiat currency because they were not now pegged with the gold. And now this excess American printing was getting trouble. But then Nixon went to Saudis, and they trust them that we will secure you, your kingdom, but provided you take money only in dollars for your petrol. So in this way, petrodollars were created, and Saudis were offered security. But now, recently, Saudi Arabia is coming out of this pact because of their growing differences with the USA. Like the USA is imposing its will on Saudis, and at times, Saudis functioning in OPEC is being pressurized by US that Saudi should not force OPEC cartel to change the prices of petrol, much to the disliking of US, because US is also a producer of oil. So Saudis are now looking for much safer another hedge to save themselves. So now they are signing deals with China for security, and also they are coming close to India, and they are also willing to trade petrol in other currencies like dollar, like US, like Indian rupee, like Chinese yuan, or even in precious metals like gold, silver. So now they are also helping to, along with BRICS, to create another mode of payment system for the world in place of dollars. So if this thing really materializes, and even regimes of Russia and Iran are also suffering because of US use of its financial hegemony and its SWIFT system, which literally stops any country from enjoying the benefit of international uh, transaction system, because America owns hegemony on America owns the SWIFT system. So now alternative system is being created. So this thing is driving the world towards a new mode of payment instead of dollars, and this process is de-dollarization. And definitely once this thing materializes, the US will have to now foot its own bill, because US is printing money by far its capacity, and they have much higher ratio of debt, but still they are not paying for it, because the moment they print the money, 60% of their money or 70% of their money is taken by other countries to keep it as a forex reserves. But once another alternative which is much more reliable to its value, much more efficient, you will find a lot of trouble for US. And this will pave the way for the relative decline of US hegemony. And I think for this, US use of its economic dominance for its political ideology at international level is one of the main prime reasons which is pushing for this system. And now certain stakeholders like India, China, or Iran, Saudis, they have realized that now we need to create another mode of payments. So in order to secure their vital interests from the policy making of US regimes. Thank you.